ready for halftime. Of course, our halftime show, something that we do all the time. Hopefully, you caught that early halftime. I think we cashed almost everything that we picked on the show. I think we lost one bet, maybe, out of all of those early games. We absolutely crushed it. Um, you know, Last Thursday, my opening NFL game with Jay. I think we hear his TV in the background or something going on, but
Okay.
we got to, but you know, we started off on Thursday, not so good. We kind of jumped on the Rams there, and it cost us. But today, it was revenge day. I think every single game. I think right. You were on the Texans held on there in that game. God, what was the one that I didn't get it on? I can't remember what it was, but there was only one. I think we hit every other game of those early games. We smoked them.
Yeah, the halftime was
I
a pretty
avoided
good
that
time.
Falcons Saints, but we had the Falcons for the game, so we did not do a pick. We roof loaded that game, but we had God, I think we just had everything. Oh, the Dolphins were the one I lost. The Dolphins were the only game that I lost of the early halftime games because the Dolphins were up 20-3 at halftime, and the final I think was I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't a lot closer than that, but I think the Patriots got a touchdown. Maybe it was 20-10. I don't know. It was that was the one game that it was though. It was the Miami game because the Dolphins I think didn't score in the second half. Is what happened. But we hit every other one. Uh,
Yeah, good first half. Good first half for the day.
so we'll
I also got burnt on those Lions. I mean, on those Eagles. I had the Eagles.
I had the Lions. We were opposite on that one. Jay and I
Yeah,
were opposite on that game. I love the Lions there. They came back, got me the backdoor cover on the game.
exactly what you said.
Exactly what they do every single time. They don't have to win the game. They just backdoor cover. And Trey Lance just really cashing those Bears tickets for us. We caught the money line for the game, as you guys saw in the early show this morning. And, of course, halftime, we pounded the Bears again. As Trey Lance, we could see. If he can't complete a pass, it's going to be tough to hit your targets, your receivers if you can't complete a pass. And if they're going to say, oh, it was raining, it's like, oh, it was only raining for Trey Lance, right? It wasn't raining for the other, 21 players on the field. But here we are, halftime. The Cowboys have stuttered. The Cowboys offense has not been able to move the ball. The Bucs defense has been exceptional. Todd Bowles defense, but Tom Brady unable to really find the end zone here. This is a lot of bend and don't break for the Cowboys, which if you have the points, it's really setting up to be a nasty finish here. If you have the Bucs and the points, or maybe Tom Brady finally starts finishing these drives off. But normally in the NFL, even if you're Tom Brady, you only get X amount of chances, as they say, and you know, getting field goals not really what they're looking for. But the thing is, the Bucs haven't punted yet. I mean, they've got, they missed a field goal. That's about as close as they've come. But we've seen this before. We've seen this before plenty of times where teams look terrible in the first half, put it together in the second half. We didn't see a lot of it today, except for the New Orleans Saints
yep.
did that today. We saw the Lions do that today. We saw we had the Bengals covered the second half, even though they didn't win the game. The
The
Bengals
kickers,
covered the
man.
second.
The kicking today has
Oh,
been
it's been
atrocious.
terrible around the horn.
I
The
feel like if I put in 2 good years of training, I could maybe make it. Out the way they looking out there.
Yeah, the Ravens easy covers for the second half. The Jaguars covered the second half. But
Yeah, we were on fire in that halftime earlier today.
so this second half, it's looking like Bucks plus 1.5.
Honestly, I would take that. To be honest with y'all, the Cowboys, man, it's evident now. The secret is out, man. We can't move the football. Like,
All right,
it's really.
I'm going to the other side, Jay. I'm going to go to the dark side. I'm going to take the Cowboys here. Um, I,
I'm not joining you,
I,
man.
that's
As
fine.
much as I
No,
want
that's
to, I
good.
can't.
This is good. This is way better than last year's halftime show. It was like someone just agreed with me no matter what I said. Like, you know what? I feel like instead of doing the halftime, let's just order a pizza and see how fast the delivery goes. Oh, that's all. It's like, this is way better. Way better.
As much as I want to take my boys, man, they've showed me nothing offensively. We had the one good drive to start it out, and then since then we've been stuttering, three and out, three and out, three and out, and I see no way out of this. I mean, the run game is pedestrian, and we our offensive line is so terrible. We got to keep in our tight ends to block. We're sending out two receivers, and against this Bucks defense, that's not going to work. They're dropping back in coverage. Every ball Dak throws is tipped, damn near picked. Like, it's not looking good, man. There's no way I could put no more money on the Cowboys. I was already pretty deep to begin with. I don't even like the number that I'm sitting on. I think Brady. We're lucky we're sitting on where we're at. I mean, like you said, our defense bend don't break. I don't know, man. I think Brady cashes in the second half. I don't know.
I'm on the opposite side here. I think that's as bad as Dallas could play. I thought this was as bad as the offense could play, as out of sync as they could possibly look. And they're only down 9 points. And in my book, I'm really only down, a lot less than that because it's basically a 9-point game. I'm getting 2.5. I'm only down 6.5 here. So a touchdown, for me, I'm not a fan. I know you're a fan, but I'm not a fan. For me, I've won the Super Bowl. I don't have as much bet as I might bet on the Super Bowl, but it's like I'm gonna just ride this till there's two ways you can go here for me. There's only two ways I can go here. Well, of course there's more than two ways because I could always find bets on the board. Number one, Cowboys minus 1.5. Number two, Cowboys money line at minus 145. Number three, Cowboys team total over 13. 2 touchdowns.
I like the under team total. I don't see
that Micah Parsons is going to get a turnover. He's going to get a turnover. He's all over him. He is like blanketing him. They have no answer.
Spot of the night.
They have no answer for this Micah Parsons. This is what happens with these guys like this. First, they try and block him with one guy, right? Oh, get him with this guy, one good guy, right? Then they try to double team him, right? Then they try to triple team him, and then they just give up. And I think that's it. Oh, we'll just let him go, and then we'll try and go to the opposite side, right? But this guy can actually run the guys down on the opposite side of the field. He's one of those special talents. I like the Cowboys in the second half.
I just feel like if you like the Cowboys the rest of the game, you're dead in the water. Brady with all those weapons, man, he's gonna cash in. Like he's been down there.
Look at the motivation I gave the Steelers defense this morning.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I'll lose a few dollars so my team will win. But
I'm taking the Cowboys.
All right,
I'm going to lay the 1.5 here. I think the money line might be okay. The money line is the easy money, but I'm going to take. But it's minus 145. It's a little out of my price range. I'd rather just throw the bomb here. I'm going to keep it small. We're going to stay under. We're going to keep. Well, I was going to say we're going to stay under $1,000, but we can't do that. So we're going to go 500 on the Cowboys minus 1.5. And then we'll go 500 on the team total over for the Cowboys. Will be my bets. Jay, you're gonna ride it or you're just gonna ride where you're at, or you're gonna jump on the other side and try and get out of this thing.
I'm right here. I'm gonna put a few dollars on Cowboys team total under, and then I like the full game under as well.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I like this going down. If it goes over, it's going to be Brady himself. I just have no trust in this offense today.
We need Gallup and Washington. Tom Brady forget what down it is. People forget this stuff.
I feel you.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Instead of putting the whole $5,000, we'll just go 2,500. We're only gonna put $1,000. All right, thankfully I didn't hit send on this. All right, we'll put. So $250 it is. All right. Thankfully, this is like the typical Mitch here. So that minus 1.5, the money's all coming in on the Bucks here. So the minus 1.5, we actually got a better price here. The money line on the Cowboys is now down to minus 140, and the Cowboy team total over, we're paying no juice on that at all. So I'm right in my wheelhouse. 250 pays 250 on the under, and the 250 on the Cowboys minus the 1.5 pays 227.30. I'll take it. I'll take it. Why not? Well, because Jay's saying why not, but that's okay.
Not, I mean, I like your reasoning why you're there. I just don't see it, man. I watch this team, I study
I've
this
done a
team, and I just
million
don't see it
halftime
right now.
shows.
I feel you. I
I've
understand.
done a million, and it's like sometimes it's like you just look at the game and you say, "What? There's not any solution here that's gonna happen." Then other times you look at it and you say, "That's as bad as they could possibly play," and they're really not in that bad of a place. Basically, Parsons hits Brady, the ball pops up in the air, boom, 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 12-10. They're right there. They're right there, and it's like then they'll mess it up, but that's fine. Then we're into this 2 point thing, and it's like this weird number, and I'm getting 2.5.
I'm calling like 26-6 final score, Bucks.
Wow, sell out. Selling out on his team. I do the same thing to my teams all the time.
Sometimes you just gotta just look it head on and just be like,
I've
gonna
done it.
happen.
I've done it. I've done these shows where it's like, it's just I've been the Aaron Rodgers shows are always the ones, and we'll be doing several of those this season. I haven't looked at the schedule, but the Packers are usually a big primetime team. And the Aaron Rodgers games, either he's bombing a team one way or he's getting crushed on those big games. There's no usually in between. Usually he's either way out in front, just pounding the Lions or something, or he's on the business end of it, and like the 49ers just laying it on him,
No.
and
For sure. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun year for sure. Y'all gonna want to be tuned in all year, man. Me and Mitch
yeah.
agree or disagree, man. You're gonna get a great opinion and a great bets all season long.
So Billy Jean wants to know what the bets are again. The bets were I took the Cowboys. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. I took the Cowboys minus 1.5, and I also took the over. The Cowboys team total over is what I took. Jay took the opposite. He took the Bucks and the under.
I like the Cowboys team total under, the second half under, and then
Well, you said
sprinkle a little
20.
bit on
You said 26-6, so that
You
would
think
also
it'll
put
be
you on
over?
the Bucks. The Bucks team total is only
Oh
10 and a
yeah.
half for the second half.
Well, yeah. Well, what Mitch said, because I think we end up like 26-6. I think Brady scores maybe once or twice. We get a field goal,
Well,
and that's how it ends.
well, the Bucks usually when they hang out that 10.5, they're thinking a touchdown and a field goal. Billie Jean called you a sellout. She's in Texas as well. Um,
Billy Jean, I know it, man, but they're not showing me no offense, and I can't. I gotta go with what I see. I'm a watcher as more than anything. I got to go with what I see, and I don't see it tonight. I
well,
just don't.
sometimes you
Flat.
don't. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way right out of the gate. Sometimes it
Yeah,
takes
you're
a little
right.
bit. Sometimes it takes a little bit.
But when you're sending two guys on a route, man, against this Bucks defense on the third down, that just tells me all we need to know. Who's getting open against this Bucks defense with two wide receivers? Everybody's double coverage. Dak trying to fit the ball in tight windows. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know if Dallas comes back and win, but I think we at least comes down to that last minute, and has the exciting Sunday night football finish, that they're looking for.
It could happen, and I hope it happens, man. I really do, but I don't see it.
I'm
I
telling you,
think we're dead in the water.
12-3. This game could easily have been 35-0,
Easily,
35-3,
it could have
35-3.
been.
It could have been 35-7. But the thing is, the Cowboys, a play here and a play there, they're right there. They're right there.
Yeah, a strip sack, a pick, a tip ball pick, it could happen, but
This is the thing is that the Cowboys don't play a lot of preseason, so it's like a little bit of rust, and it comes
uh,
off in the second half. It's for some teams, you know. Other teams, the rust lasts a little bit longer.
sure.
I hope they win by exactly 3 points.
Mhm.
Only if Brady quits playing. I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, we had a good NFL Sunday overall, though.
Yeah,
Pretty
overall, it was a good day. I had a couple games that I
great.
got roasted on at the end, but that's all part of NFL. You're not going to win them all. Um, we had some good calls on the show. A lot of picks this morning we didn't all agree on. So that's all part of it too. Everyone hated my Bears pick. I hated everyone's Steelers and Giants, right? So it was kind of you know we all got our share. I liked the Lions. We were kind of mixed. We were kind of split. Jovan and I were Lions guys. We both thought exactly the same thing, that they were going to get pushed around, look way out of it, and then all of a sudden a few meaningless touchdowns and you're inside the number.
The one game today that hurt me was the Jags, man. Like,
Uh,
oh my
the the one game this morning of the early games that I felt that I was in trouble was the Jags. I felt it this morning. I felt that they had become a very public underdog, and that's
yeah,
never a good sign.
fell right in it, but
Yeah. Oh
week
yeah.
week one, it
Yeah.
happens.
Oh, it happens, and it will happen again over the course of the season. It's going to happen. We're going to end up on. We're not going to win every single game. We're going to have
No, for
some.
sure.
We're going to be on the wrong end of some blowouts. It's going to happen, and we'll be on the right end of some blowouts. Some no doubters. But like that, I was on the Chiefs. And that was a no doubter. That was a show.
Yeah. I left them off today. I had to see it to believe it. I done seen it now. I'm back.
That
Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes, when you're watching all the games at once, and like we do, and you see, oh, so the game has started.
Yeah, back on.
All right, so we'll go. We usually go to the end of the first drive. So Brady, it looks like he hit. Who's that? Evans, Godwin. So 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Buccaneers. Handoff to Fournette, barrels ahead for 10 yards.
That's the other thing. The run game is killing them.
Well, because they're
The-
so focused in on
the-
Brady.
yeah, the Bucks are really physical.
Well, that's the Todd Bowles way.
Yeah. But see, next week I think against like a finesse team like the Bengals, might be in for a different story. But that's for next week. But
Well, there's not usually week 1 and week 2. There's not a lot of carryover from those 2 weeks to the rest of the season because then you have a lot of teams with home openers, and then week 3 there's always a few left over. So Fournette, we've seen a lot of this too, where Fournette just kind of barrels it into the line. This is more like that. The play that we just saw there was more like a keep them honest type play. Where they just try and
yeah,
keep them on. We're going to keep them honest. We're going to continue to go on the ground, and then this is where Tom Brady will throw one outside. You're looking for that Denzel Perriman or something. I don't know. Are you ahead of me? You behind me on the TV?
I'm a little behind you, but it's cool. I'm like a few seconds behind you.
Brady goes back to pass an out pattern, just a little screen really, out to the
Incomplete.
right, and it's complete, but there's
I know
not.
he completed for a yard.
Yeah, for about a yard. Once again, just trying to spread the defense out. I think that's what they've done a really nice job of doing, and that's why those running lanes have been open for Fournette. Brady's spreading it out. But here it is. This is a big play here for the Cowboys. If they can get off the field here on 3rd and 8, they get the ball back. They get my touchdown. We're winning. We're winning.
False start.
We're
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. We got a little action. We'll see how
Yeah,
it
false
come out.
start. I mean, those things upset Brady like no one's business.
Yeah.
He is he's a tyrant with that stuff. You have a pick for tomorrow night's game? You have a pick out for sale?
Not yet.
Monday Night
I
Football.
don't think. I don't know. Maybe on the total. I don't really know on the side. If it would be a lean to the Broncos at best, but
Oh, Micah Parsons, they're showing him front and center here on 3rd and long because everyone knows he's going to have the ears pinned back. Usually Brady likes to throw that misdirection here and go to the other side of a guy like that. But, oh my gosh, let's see what's going on. incomplete pass to Perriman. So it's exactly what we thought. But did you see that pressure up the middle, forcing Brady to probably throw that ball a little earlier than he wanted to? And that's exactly what they had to do. So the Cowboys did what they had to do. They got the Bucks off the field, and they got them in decent. They didn't wait till they got to the 40 or the 50. They got them off the field on the right side. So NFL punters punt it, pretty good. So you got to figure, going to be around the 20 here. Is probably where the Cowboys are going to start. We'll take a look, and Brady, he knows he's in for a game here. He said I heard Mitch on that halftime. He's laying the point and a half with the Cowboys. He's like, I know I'm in trouble here. He goes, did you see that? Did you see that early halftime show? Did you see how many winners they gave out? And look at this, a bad punt for the Bucks. The Cowboys get the ball at the 29-yard line. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We will see you guys tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. See you tomorrow morning at you have to talk louder, or you can turn the volume up on your computer. I'm not at my home. I will be tomorrow for tomorrow's shows. So I'll have my regular microphone. I'll be ready to go and back to normal. I'll have all my soundboard and all that other stuff. We do the best we can, and you have usually most people, if you're watching it on your phone, there's a little button on the side for the volume, and if it's on a computer, sometimes there's a little button that looks like a horn, and you just hit it, and it goes the volume goes up. It's educational programming. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Make it a winning night. How about them Cowboys?